Okay, now we're going to talk about the maritime accent, which is pretty much an anomaly. Okay, so I talked about the mother tongue in a few of my videos. This would be the last time I talk about the mother tongue today. I might put some long form stuff up about it. I might even try to write an essay about it or something like that. But the maritime mother tongue and what it represents and how it is a mother tongue, a mother's tongue, a Canadian mother tongue. Well, there's a Canadian mother tongue that tried to propagate through like the CBC and stuff like that, where we all talk like we're from Upper Canada. And quite honestly, there's a lot of people who actually do have that Toronto accent, and there is like this kind of like Ontario mother tongue. But it's changing now. We've let in so many immigrants. So we've got East Indians saying, "Have a good one." And I listen, man. When I'm saying goodbye to people at the store, I don't care if they're Indian or whatever, Chinese, whatever, Canadian, like, you know, whatever their origin of birth was, I'm saying, "Have a good one," because that's I'm changing it. I'm adopting the new "see you later" to "have a good one," just for a while, and maybe it'll change over time. It's 2026, you know. Right on. What's going on? You know, we say things, and then things change and adapt over time. Like, you know, us hip cats from the Wayback Machine know exactly what we're talking about, right? We're pretty stoked to have this conversation. But well, we talk about the mother tongue itself specifically, like the maritime mother tongue is quite an anomaly, because what you have is you have the Gaelic, you have the British, you have the French, even like because there was a lot of French, I want to say, like the Acadians, the original Acadians, who would have actually stayed after the expulsion, because maybe they were needed, they were utilized. What was removed were these deliberate Acadian communities. So like a lot of like places around New Brunswick would have got deliberately like uprooted, whereas, you know, French people who would have immigrated into like the overall system that was happening inside the maritime provinces, they would have actually you know integrated into the English speaking society of the Maritimes before the Acadians came back, and maybe they didn't speak French ever again, and they now have adapted to this new mother tongue that is known as the maritime accent, right? So you have the South Shore, the North Shore, you have, like, I'm Amherst, right? And then you have Moncton, but like it's going to change again, and we have to be prepared for this as Canadians, not to be confused by this, right? Yeah, I got East Indian truck drivers in my backyard here nodding at me like, yeah, this is what's going to happen. Canada is going to have a new mother tongue, right? And in 400 years, right? If this whole immigration thing and this world population moving like settles down, like it's hard to say what's actually going to happen. Are we going to have an earthly mother tongue, right? That's this weird kind of backwards language, it's spoken broken English, or what's going to happen? But we do understand that the maritime mother tongue is a